Hi, this is Brandon with Precision Defensive Solutions, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the sub-second draw and how I got there. The reason I'm doing this video is someone on the Active Self-Protection Dry Fire Challenge page on Facebook, which if you're not a member of, I highly recommend that you go out and join that. The passcode to get in when you register is Mantis. It's MANTIS. That's the sponsor of the page, and it's one of Active Self-Protection's sponsors. Definitely go out and check it out. Lots of good stuff on that page. Lots of good people, lots of good tips. But someone asked me, how do I get to my sub-second draw, and how do I do it consistently? So I want to kind of talk about that a little bit and where we're at. But first, before we do that, I do want to show you that I do have a clear gun. It has the barrel block in it, has the mag block in it, and it has the Mantis on the bottom. So we are safe. And even though we've got the barrel block in it and the mag block in it, I still have a safe direction with two walls and a concrete wall behind the two walls. You know, if for some reason, you know, there would be an accident. But we've taken care of that so that we just don't even get into that point. So how do I do that? Well, one part of my speed comes from my martial arts training and efficiency in my technique. But several people have really kind of helped me kind of hone that and make that a part of what I do in my shooting, and really a lot of people from Active Self-Protection have done that. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due for the help that they've given me. So John, Neil, Chris Bean, all you guys that have helped me, thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate all your help in that. Chris Bean in particular, because that dude is fast and he challenges me to be fast also. But also Brian Hill. Brian is a longtime martial artist. If you have not checked out his videos on Active Self-Protection Extra on Dry Fire Monday, absolutely check that out, because a lot of what I'm going to be talking about is just kind of mirroring what and adding to what Brian has said, because Brian and I come from a similar martial arts background, and structure is structure, and speed comes from efficiency, so it is what it is. So part of what I do, and I'm going to back up a little bit, is hopefully you can see my feet. I'm filming by myself today, so I'm not so sure, but we'll see. Part of efficiency comes from structure, right? So when I shoot, I want to be as natural as possible, so that when I step back, my knees are bent, they're shoulder width apart, my toes are pointing forward, and I'm relaxed, okay? So that when I either come from up and here, and I'm using the camera as a guide, I can put my dot right on the camera, okay? So I don't typically go from here, because every time I come down, I have to grab the seam of my shirt. And I know that a lot of them say, you know, grab the middle, pull it up. If I grab the middle, I grab it sideways, which means I'm doing this and I'm pulling way away from that grip, and which seriously slows me down. I cannot, for some reason, get my hand to go completely vertical. So that's a really uncomfortable position for me. So I tend to use the fig leaf or the ready position. So if I come down here, I set right on the seam of my shirt. I hook it with my left thumb and I cover it. No big deal. When I come up, I'm bringing my hand up to the center, so right above my solar plexus. So when I draw the gun, I let the shirt go and I bring the gun to my hand, and now I've just started in the process of building my grip. And as I press out and I roll down, I'm seeing right through my optic and right on the dot, and the dot is right on the camera, or in this case on my phone. When I bring it back, rotate the gun, tap, in, bring it down. So when we do this at speed, like I said, it comes from efficiency, and efficiency comes from good technique. So I'm going to do about 5 draws for you. I got the Mantis set up. I'm going to do a screen record so that you can see this also.
Stand by. 0.9.
So that was a little late to the beep, but it's still 0.9.
0.8.
Right dead center in the circle.
Stand by. 1.0.
A little slow.
Stand by.
That's still dead center in the circle. Still didn't get it.
Stand by. 0.9.
Okay, I'm going to do one more.
Stand by. 0.9.
Okay, so as you can tell, it all comes from efficiency. You notice my shoulders they're staying pretty flat. I'm not doing this. I do tend to have a tendency to drop my neck forward a little bit. It's something that I'm working on. Yes, John, if you see this video, you can choke me out again for it. But it's one of those things that, you know, it's a habit that I'm working on trying to break. We're all working on something. It's really not about the end goal, but necessarily just the journey in the process. But stay relaxed. Try to get to reacting more to the beep more than the eep on the beep. That will save you some time. My problem is I have a very difficult time doing that between the hearing it and reacting to it. It is what it is. It's something else that I'm working on. Whether I ever get there, we'll see. Some days it's easier, some days it's not. Today it's not happening for me. So hopefully that helps you guys out. But all I can say is this has been a journey for me. I've been working on this sub-second draw for, well, it's been almost 18 months now. And June of 2020, I was pulling 1.5 seconds. And I just kind of hit a block, filmed it for John. John looked at it, gave me some tips, started working on it, dropped down a little bit, and then when they were here in April, started down. I was right around a second, fairly consistently. And then when we were in Kansas at the Active Self-Protection National Conference in Manhattan, Kansas, another great event. If you so choose to participate, I really highly encourage you to do so. Neil Widener gave me a chance to do a shot on a sub-second draw in front of a group of students, and I pulled a .86. So it's just kind of one of those things that just keep working it, be patient with yourself, film yourself, share it in the group. Contact me, I'm more than happy to help you. And I know Chris Bean does some online coaching also, as do some other people. But train, practice, and when you train and you practice and when you're doing dry fire, make sure you put a barrel block in your barrel, or laser trainer or something like that, and block that barrel so there's no way you can get any live ammunition in the gun. Make sure you don't have any live ammunition in the room, because we don't want to hear about any more accidents than we've already heard. So take care, everybody. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.